Probably the reason why our gears cannot move anymore. Only a slight energy response coming from the core now. What about Ellie? What's happened to her inside of that thing? The Deus system's bind on her should have worn off now. So, aren't we getting any kind of response? You don't think we hurt her in that battle, too? Faye, calm down. Sensors are picking up a response of life from within Deus. Probably Ellie, so don't worry. I believe she's okay. Ellie, can you hear me? Ellie! Deus is no longer active. It's all over now. Come out of there. Show me your face. Ellie! Ellie! What the? What's happening? Doc, what's going on now? What's wrong? Now detecting a tremendous amount of energy coming from within Deus. Seems as if something that was sealed up till now has suddenly been freed and is growing enormously. Couldn't be. The wave existence. The wave existence. It's gotta be it. The wave existence was just freed from its cage of fleshly existence in the Zohar. Probably attempting to return to the higher dimension that it originally came from. Which means this is the after effect of that dimensional shift? What do you mean, the after effect? It's like a shockwave that is induced by the dimensional displacement. But so much energy. This much energy is unleashed here now. So much energy is unleashed. What will happen, Doc? Tell us! And this planet will be annihilated. These numbers indicate that it is more than enough energy to take out a whole planet. What you mean? What you... You can't be serious. We all fought so hard, only to see this happen? Isn't there anything we can do? Can't we stop the after effect? Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. Almost all machinery, including our gears, are out of commission due to the Zohar having been shut down. This time, there's nothing we can do. To put it to you straight, this is the end for us. This is freaking stupid. How the hell could it end like this? What are all the fighting up for to now? The vibrations are intensifying. Hold on a second. No. These vibrations are different. Has to be something else caught in it. Look. Deus is rising. What is it this time? Deus is releasing its remaining energy and it's beginning to accelerate. If it continues to accelerate at this rate, it will soon leave the atmosphere. You don't think... Think what? That is Ellie. Ellie is moving Deus. Are you sure? I'm sure of it. Ellie's trying to save us by moving Deus away from our planet. She's going to sacrifice herself. That can't be. Ellie. Can't we do anything? We can't just sit here and watch this happen, can we? Wait. There's still something I can do. What is it, Faye? My gear still works. Without Zohar, the power source for your gears, the only gear that now remains active is mine. Just like Deus, my gear and I made contact with Zohar. We're the only ones who can move now. I'm going to save Ellie. That's absurd. Even if you were able to catch up to Deus, you'll not have enough energy to make it back. Even so, I still must go. Ellie's taking the whole burden upon herself. If anything happens to her, I want to be there with her. Hey, just wait a minute. You know I'm not going to stand by and let you commit double suicide. If that's what you're planning. Bart. You better come back alive, you hear? Promise me. Promise me that you'll come back. Then I'll let you go. Thanks, Bart. I promise. Promise you that I'll return with Ellie. You better. Yeah, of course. Alright, let's get going. But let's let him go, Satan. At this point, Faye's the only thing that'll be able to bring Ellie back. There's nothing we can do or say about it. You're right. Faye, keep your promise. No matter what. Faye and Ellie. Both of you. Come back home. We'll be waiting for Chew. I appreciate this, Bart, and the rest of you. Well, I better get going now, but don't worry, I'll be back soon. Guess this will be the last journey you and I make together. Counting on you, partner. It is goddamn Deus second form. This is entirely your fault, Toylan. In fact, the game probably didn't play like this until I played it because you said it. It's your fault. Ellie! It's a damned wormhole. I'm naked. I'm sorry. Oh my god, I've got such a juvenile sense of humor. Where am I? That's Ellie. Must have meant that I'm inside of Deus. Not exactly. Your actual body is but a physical object, merely been absorbed into Deus's outer shell. Your only consciousness is here. Of course, the girl you perceive in front of you is also not a true being. Your consciousness is merely creating her image. The wave existence. No, that's not you. Who are you? Who needs platinum trophies when you got Faye Booty? That's exactly it. Okay, I got a feeling it's going to be a bunch of reading. Let me go get something to drink so I can wet my mouth as we go through this. Give me just a moment. Xeno booty. Can't be. Is that you, Krillian? That's right, isn't it? Krillian. It was you who did this to Ellie. The path of Sephiroth has been contacted. No one can stop God from returning to his world now. So what have you come for, Lacan? I came here to take the person I love back with me. So set Ellie free. The Dea system has been destroyed. It's all over now. So instead, I ask you, what are you hoping to achieve now? The time when all things started. The place where all things were one. I'm going to return there. What place? Before the beginning of the universe, in the undulating waves of the higher dimension, all things were one. It was the waves spilling out from there that created this four-dimensional universe of ours. Humankind and the souls of humankind that were born from there are merely leftovers of those spilled waves, so... You're going back there? Is that what you desire? Lacan, why such reluctance to become one with the God? What attachment could you possibly have to this wretched old world? What meaning can be found in living out such a short existence, hurting others, hurting yourself, grinding one another down, only to inevitably die and return to dust? Why, everything we could ever desire is here. No need to be troubled by the need for love. This place is filled with the love of God. I have not lost hope in humans as much as you have, Brilliant. Someday, humankind will come to understand one another. I sincerely believe that. How can you be so sure? Humans will never come to understand each other. You said that she is the person you love. Can you say that you even truly understand each other? All humans do is place themselves at a comfortable distance from each other and call that mutual understanding, spiritual unity, or true love. But it's all lies. Men cannot associate with others outside of first deceiving themselves. That is the way they were created. But one being's ego can't determine everyone's fate. People have the right to choose their own destiny. That's why humans have free will. What if that will itself was predetermined? What then? Ah, what folly. Humans are just primitive life forms that have no such thing as... Mankind has merely been allowed to live in an imperfect state, as is, as will be. It's for this very reason, because humans have this wretched will, or whatnot, that humans must experience sadness and loss. Someone to gain something means another must lose it. It's impossible to make humankind share limited things and affections. So I came to the conclusion that everything must be reverted back to where it all began. Go back to when all was one, waves and nothing else. Why not my human's ego? It is the will of the waves, the will of God. Well, that's alright too. We don't have to be perfect. Actually, being imperfect makes mankind live by helping each other. That's what being human is. That's mutual understanding. That's unity and love. I'm glad. No, I'm proud to be human. Ellie placed the future, tomorrow, in our hands based on our choice. She's working to keep Deus far from our planet. She's also trying to heal your heart. You, who wants to journey all alone to be with God. Can't you understand Ellie's feelings? Do you have to become one with God before you're able to comprehend all of this? I understand. I know her feelings as if they were mine. Yeah, She and I are one. We don't need God's help. Well then, prove it to me.